Hi friends, welcome to current human rights issues in India series, serial number 2. Today we are going to discuss about an issue that has been dealt in secondly in the editorial of the Hindu English newspaper dated 17 to 2020 under the heading perverse zeal, which means over enthusiasm in exciting which is reasonably required. No doubt that really it is an interesting one, but certainly disturbing event for those who have faith in Indian democratic values and human rights perspectives, and more importantly, Indian jurisprudence and its independent functioning. Furthermore, it is an attack on the democratic values and constitutional schemes of things and our commitment to the international community and the international human rights forums. The story is this. One Dr. Kafil Khan was alleged to have been made an inflammatory speech at Aligarh Muslim University on the contentious Citizenship Amendment Act 2019. For that, he was arrested and put into jail. The sorry state of affairs is this. Subsequently, the competent court had given him bail, but he was not released for some days. The irony is that despite court's bail order, he was again arrested in Mumbai airport, alleged to have been making certain inflammatory speeches against certain communities at oligarch Muslim universities, this time under the National Security Act, which is a draconian law newly adopted by this present dispensation. The background of this story is this. The doctor from Gorakhpur district in Uttar Pradesh had been blamed for the shortage of oxygen cylinders, which have led to the death of 60 children in Uttar Pradesh in 2017. He had been behind bars for some months, and the internal inquiry committee framed against the charges leveled had exonerated him free from charges. Though he was exonerated from the charges by the competent inquiry committee, the Uttar Pradesh government has not given him a clean sheet and charged him on spreading misinformation for some alleged anti-government remorse during his suspension period. The point for our discussion is just not an individual, but our institution, that is Indian judiciary. And he made inflammatory speeches as alleged he should have been charged under section 153A of the Indian Penal Code, certainly not under the National Security Act. This is not only a violation of human rights and utter disregard to the international community and international forum of human rights and a committee of nations. We should not forget even for a single moment. India was a signatory to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was framed in 1948 by the United Nations General Assembly, and also the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which was enacted in December 16th, 1966. To both the conventions, India was a signatory and a party to that, in which UDHR and Universal Declaration of Human Rights, International Covenants of Civil and Political Rights, Article 19 clearly says, and it uphold the freedom of expression, the freedom to hold one's own opinion against any authority. We know that the Supreme Court of India in an umpteen number of times have declared the freedom of speech and expression is an integral part of our democratic civilized life. It is pertinent to point herein that the last 10 years, but for hearing their own views on so many social issues and social justice issues, various scholars like Narendra Dabholkar, M. Kalkurbigi, Govind Bansare, and Gauri Langeshin have been assassinated by bullets by the right-wing forces in this country in the past 10 years. While matters happens to be so, very recently the Mumbai High Court two members judges bench had expressed its delivery of judgment in favor of holding one's opinion. It says clearly that if the persons agitating believing that it is against the equality clause in Article 14 of the Constitution and to have expressed their feelings as provided under 19 of the Constitution of India, and further it expressed that in a democratic constitution, India being a democratic country, it has given as rule of law and not rule of majority. Even in this Dr. What is his name? This Dr. Khan, Justice Morganty has clearly stated that while seeing the delivery speech of Mr. Khan, there was no inflammatory speeches creating enmity among communities. At this point of time, I want to stress that the Chief Justice of India, in a very recent speech, also upheld the freedom of expressing one's opinion, and the expression in a democratic country in a democratic way is allowed. Despite all these things, the voice of dissent is suppressed in this country. Hence, it is the duty of everyone to rise above party lines and other beliefs, to rise against this assault on freedom of speech and expression. I thank you very much.